This week, Miami-Dade's mayor made good on a campaign promise by creating a new Department of Equity and Inclusion.
And its mission is to both study and eliminate the inherently racist barriers to success. Its first director is Jason Smith, and Jason Smith right there live with us today. Hi, Jason.
Jason, good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me, Glenna and Michael.
This is clearly a continuation, as it were, of the conversation we just had with Banner Channing and Eric Knowles. Where do you fit into this whole idea of improving the lives of Black people and making life more equitable for them in South Florida?
Well, the government has a unique role in impacting the lives of the residents in our community. A lot of these systems that Barron and Eric were speaking about were created by the government, and structures created by the government years and years ago to separate the races and to separate communities. But now Mayor Levine Cava has created this office so that we could reimagine the relationship between the government and the community and build a society that is a lot more inclusive and a lot more equitable.
All right, so let's talk numbers. We, in fact, referenced in our last segment disparity studies done, and I'm talking specifically in Miami-Dade, the county, the school district. In this county disparity study showed that government contracts from the county, just 2% of them go to minority-owned businesses. I think a lot of people were sort of stunned at that number. Why is that? Is that because there hasn't been enough attention to it, or what specifically are the barriers that, even if they are subtle barriers, stand in the way of growing that beyond 2%?
Right. So I think the disparity study that you are mentioning is the disparity study for the school board, but the county has also created a disparity study that did recognize that there is a lack of coordination in reaching out to businesses in our community. So I think it's twofold, right? One is there are perceived barriers, and then there are real barriers to registering to become a county vendor, and then there are perceived barriers. Sometimes businesses don't want to go through the hassle of becoming county vendors and competing on contracts because they may believe that there is inequity in the system.
And is that the department that you are now taking helm of is new? Give us the mission statement. Is that part of it, or does that comprise most of it? I know your beeper's going off, or not beeper, what do you call those things? Message tones going off.
Yeah, so everyone is excited about this discussion, and that's one of the good things about this office is that we've generated so much goodwill in the community. Everyone is ready to tackle this issue of equity and expand equity and inclusion in our community. So as I see it, our goal in the Office of Equity and Inclusion is to ensure full inclusion of residents in the economic, political, and social life of Miami-Dade County, regardless of their age, race, gender, neighborhood of residence. And we believe that equity is essential to realizing economic growth and prosperity in Miami-Dade County. So,
Jason, let me just be clear here. I had said earlier that, that you're helping the lives of Black residents here, but are you not also thinking about the Salvadoran or the Guatemalan field workers down there in South Dade County working on those big agriculture facilities, or a construction worker out in Doral? I mean, your mandate is really pretty wide.
It's equity and inclusion includes all members of our community, not just the racial component or the ethnic component, but the LGBTQ community, our seniors, our people with disabilities. So we're really thinking of how can government positively impact the lives of all residents in Miami-Dade County. Whereas in the past, government may have focused on certain segments of the community, we want to ensure that government is positively impacting the lives of everyone in our community, whether you live in a migrant community in South Dade or in Aventura or in Homestead or Perrine or in Miami Gardens. So we want to make sure that government is equitably delivering services to all residents of our community.
Jason Smith, we are going to be with you all the way, and we invite you to stay in touch and keep us in touch with the things that you're doing in that department. Thank you so much.
Good luck.
Thank you.